In a constantly moving world where there is always noise, demands, and pressure, finding true peace may seem difficult. However, tranquility can be achieved by changing how we live instead of trying to escape from it. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us to not just survive but to thrive in the midst of life's challenges by mastering self-control. The Stoic journal combines ancient wisdom with modern challenges to help you navigate through life with grace and resilience. Thus, by embracing Stoic strategies, you can turn challenges into opportunities and live a more fulfilling life. Join us in unlocking the secrets of Stoicism and learn how to harness its power in your daily life. I have a small request for you. Please click on the subscribe button and watch the entire video. We have included valuable insights that are revealed step by step, each one building on the last to enhance your understanding in life. When we explore the teachings of Stoicism, one of the most powerful and life-changing principles we come across is the concept of control. It's amazing how this ancient philosophy, developed over 2,000 years ago, provides us with a tool essential for our busy modern lives. Stoicism teaches us a simple yet profound truth. Our true power lies not in controlling the external world, but in mastering our own inner responses. This concept is not about gaining control over others or external circumstances, but about understanding what is truly within our control: our thoughts, reactions, and actions. Think about how often we feel frustrated or upset over things we cannot change, like the weather ruining our plans or a friend running late. Stoicism encourages us to shift our focus to what we can control in those situations, which is usually related to our internal state, our mindset, adaptability, and response. This principle helps us build resilience against the chaos of everyday life by anchoring our energy on our internal state, creating a mental fortress that external circumstances cannot breach. For instance, when stuck in a traffic jam, instead of getting angry or frustrated, Stoicism teaches us to use that time productively. This change in perspective does not alter the traffic, but it significantly improves our experience of it. Even understanding control is about accepting the limits of our influence, which does not mean giving up. Instead of focusing on everything, we should concentrate on areas where we can truly make a difference. It's like being a ship captain during a storm. Even though we can't control the storm, we have control over how we steer the ship and manage the crew. This comparison captures the Stoic mindset of taking charge of our own lives with wisdom and honesty, no matter what challenges come our way. Practicing these Stoic principles involves preparing ourselves for different outcomes. It teaches us to stay calm, not only when things go well, but also when they don't. This level of detachment from results is very liberating, as it allows us to fully engage in our activities without the pressure of needing specific outcomes for our happiness. This is what Stoics mean by selective indifference, caring deeply about our actions while being unconcerned about what may happen. The Stoic idea of control is a powerful way to deal with stress and anxiety, as it keeps us focused on the present moment and the things we can actually do something about, empowering us to live with intention and tranquility. And by learning this lesson and making it a part of our inner self, we are not just dealing with life's unexpected events, we are actually thriving in the midst of them. We become active participants in our lives, making choices that match our most important beliefs instead of just reacting to everything that happens around us. Following the Stoic teaching of focusing on what we can control requires time, mindfulness, self-reflection, and constant practice. However, the benefits of increased peace of mind, effectiveness, and a strong feeling of empowerment make the effort worthwhile. As we continue to study Stoicism, let's remember that it's not only about understanding the philosophy, it's about living it and responding thoughtfully to each situation. In Stoic philosophy, virtue is not just a moral guideline, but is at the heart of a fulfilling life. It's fascinating how Stoicism links the pursuit of virtue with the pursuit of happiness. In today's fast-paced world, happiness is often thought to come from pleasure or success. However, the Stoics have a different view. They believe that happiness does not come from external achievements or material possessions, but from living a virtuous life. So what does virtue mean in Stoicism? It includes wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These qualities are essential in guiding our lives. Wisdom means understanding ourselves and the world. Courage involves facing challenges with bravery. Justice is about treating others fairly and kindly. Temperance is the ability to control ourselves and practice moderation. Together, these virtues create the Stoic ideal of a well-lived life. Stoics seek happiness through virtue, rather than the temporary pleasures that we often pursue. Stoicism teaches us that real happiness is a feeling of calmness and contentment that comes from living well according to our own beliefs. This type of joy is strong and lasting because it doesn't go away when things around us change. It doesn't depend on what happens to us, but on how we choose to react. This way of finding joy is very empowering because it shows that we can create happiness within ourselves, no matter what is happening around us. We can do this by developing good qualities in ourselves. By doing this, we can become better people each day and contribute positively to our communities. This means that our emotional well-being does not have to depend on things that we cannot control. Happiness is something we can actively work towards through our choices and actions. Furthermore, the connection between being good and feeling happy teaches us about the importance of matching our behavior with our beliefs. In a world where we are often pulled in different directions by conflicting desires and pressures, Stoicism provides us with a clear focus on living morally. This simplifies decision-making and reduces the stress associated with trying to please everyone or be perfect. Stoic virtues guide us to concentrate on doing good, rather than just feeling good or looking good. Embracing Stoic virtues isn't about ignoring emotions or rejecting pleasure, it's about finding a more meaningful happiness that can sustain us through life's highs and lows. It challenges us to think about the long-term consequences of our actions on our character and well-being. Practicing a life of Stoic virtue may be difficult as it requires constant attention and effort, but the rewards are significant. By aligning ourselves more closely with these virtues, we discover that our lives are more fulfilling, our relationships are stronger, and our minds are calmer. As we explore the teachings of Stoicism, let's remember that virtue is the key to lasting happiness. It may not be an easy path, but it is one filled with personal growth, resilience, and a profound sense of fulfillment as we strive for Stoic happiness. Every time we act virtuously, we are taking a step towards a calmer and more purposeful life. One appealing thing about Stoicism is how it teaches us to change our perspectives in order to change our reality. This idea might seem similar to modern psychology, but Stoicism has been around for thousands of years and is part of a larger philosophy that focuses on how we can live fulfilling lives by concentrating on what we can actually control. So how does Stoicism assist us in changing our perspectives? It begins with the idea that it is not the events themselves that upset us, but rather our thoughts about them. For example, if you are caught in a downpour and feel unhappy, it's not really the rain causing your misery, but rather how you see the situation. Perhaps you view the rain as an annoyance instead of a necessary occurrence that brings water to the earth. Changing your perspective from seeing the rain as a personal inconvenience to seeing it as a positive environmental event alters how you react to it. This principle of changing our perspectives is empowering because it allows us to control our emotions instead of being controlled by external events. By recognizing what we can and cannot control, like the weather, traffic, or other people's actions, we can choose how to respond. For instance, if a project at work suddenly changes direction due to factors outside of your control, you can see it not as a setback, but as a chance to grow and showcase your adaptability and creativity. This shift in perspective not only alters how you feel about the situation, but can change the outcome as well. Stoic principles help us see situations more clearly and comprehend the nature of the world better, going beyond just positive thinking. The idea of change and unpredictability requires us to adjust our expectations and actions accordingly. This adjustment helps reduce our disappointments and improves our ability to bounce back from challenges. Instead of resisting the natural flow of life, we learn to go with it by changing how we perceive situations. By focusing on the present moment rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, we can better concentrate on what we are doing and how we can do it well. This practice is encouraged in Stoicism, which teaches us to focus on what we can control in the here and now with virtue. Reframing our perception and reality in Stoicism is not just a coping strategy, but a way to find inner peace. By recognizing and breaking down the mental walls we create for ourselves through misconceptions and false beliefs, we can change the world we live in. Stoicism emphasizes understanding events, choosing our responses, and focusing our efforts on what we can influence. This approach helps us deal with life's challenges more effectively and leads to a life guided by calmness, clarity, and purpose. Amor fati, or the love of fate, is a concept in Stoicism that encourages us not only to accept what life brings us, but to embrace it as beneficial for our growth. By trusting in life's natural flow and finding value in all experiences, even the difficult ones, we can discover peace and meaning. This radical optimism requires a shift in mindset to see the positive aspects of challenging situations without being blind to the hardships they bring. It is about swimming with the currents of life instead of fighting against them. Ultimately, by loving our fate, we can find strength and purpose in all aspects of life, even in moments of adversity such as losing a job. Feeling upset and anxious is a normal reaction to difficult situations. Embracing amor fati, which means loving your fate, requires looking at events as opportunities to follow a path that aligns with your true passions, or to develop resilience and adaptability. It also means letting go of bitterness and regret. Stoicism doesn't want us to forget the past or ignore our pain, but rather to acknowledge our feelings without letting them control us. By loving our fate, we accept the past as part of our journey and learn from it. Accepting our fate frees us from past grievances and allows us to move forward with a lighter spirit and a clearer mind. Amor fati is about finding joy in the journey itself, not just in reaching our goals. Stoicism teaches us that there is happiness available to us in the present moment if we choose to see and embrace it. We should appreciate the process of reaching our goals as much as, if not more than, the outcomes. Practically, living with amor fati can start with small steps such as reflecting on lessons learned from experiences that didn't go as planned. It could also involve making significant life changes like pursuing a career that aligns with our values, even if it is less conventional or secure. Trusting that challenges will enrich our lives, amor fati helps us deepen our connection to the world and build inner resilience that keeps us grounded during life's ups and downs. The love for one's fate does not make life easier, but it does make us stronger and more in tune with the natural course of events. As we delve deeper into Stoicism, let's try to view it not just as a philosophical concept, but as a daily habit, a way to embrace each moment, challenge, and joy that life brings. By doing so, we can change our relationship with life itself, turning every experience into an opportunity for growth and inner peace. Embarking on the journey to Stoicism is like beginning a profound adventure that allows us to explore deep insights into our lives and fundamentally alter how we engage with the world around us. It's not just about learning theories, but converting those theories into practical actions that enhance our resilience, happiness, and understanding of life. The journey starts with a simple yet powerful shift in perspective, realizing that while we cannot control external events, we have the power to control our responses to them. This understanding is the foundation of Stoic philosophy, setting us free from feeling victimized by circumstances or others' actions and empowering us to take charge of our inner world. In our exploration of Stoicism, we learn to cultivate 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are not just abstract concepts, but practical guides to living a fulfilling life. Wisdom helps us see reality clearly. Courage gives us strength to face challenges. Justice guides us to treat others fairly, and temperance helps us find balance in all things. Embracing these virtues in daily life may be difficult, but it is also immensely rewarding. Another important aspect of the Stoic journey is practicing mindfulness, being fully present in each moment. This practice helps us become more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and reactions, allowing us to identify patterns that may lead us astray from our Stoic principles. For example, we may notice that we tend to react impulsively when under stress, or that we hold on to grudges longer than is. Developing a strong awareness about our health is the first step towards making changes in our lives. Practical exercises are also crucial in this process. One such exercise is called evening reflection, where we take the time to think about our day and evaluate how well we lived according to the principles of Stoicism. Did we stay calm during a stressful situation? Did we treat others fairly and kindly? These reflections help us learn from our experiences and reinforce our dedication to living a Stoic life. The journey towards Stoicism also involves embracing challenges as opportunities for personal growth. This change in perspective is important because it allows us to see every obstacle as a chance to learn. Instead of feeling defeated when faced with difficulties, we can ask ourselves what lesson we can take from the situation. This mindset not only makes us stronger, but also more open to learning and self-improvement. Stoicism encourages us to form a community or connect with like-minded individuals who are also on the same journey. Having a support system can be extremely beneficial as it offers us encouragement, different viewpoints, and companionship along the way. Sharing experiences and challenges with others who understand and appreciate Stoic principles can enhance our understanding and application of Stoicism. The path to Stoicism is a continuous process that focuses on improvement rather than perfection. It involves becoming more virtuous, resilient, and authentic each day. As we progress, we will realize that the benefits of this philosophical path go beyond personal tranquility and resilience. They extend to improving our relationships with others and making a positive impact on the world around us. The journey towards Stoicism is about personal growth and transformation. It challenges us to look within, reevaluate our values, and align our actions with those values. It teaches us to be strong in the face of adversity and compassionate in our interactions with others. This path not only enriches our own lives, but also has the potential to enhance the lives of those around us. Let's embrace this journey with open hearts and minds, ready to learn and grow, and in ways we might never have imagined. Integrating Stoicism into daily life is about much more than adopting a philosophical outlook. It's about transforming abstract Stoic principles into concrete actions and in habits that enhance our everyday experiences. Practical Stoicism isn't just for times of crisis or philosophical reflection. It's for the ordinary moments, the everyday decisions, and the small challenges that shape our lives. The first step in practicing Stoicism daily is starting each day with intentionality. This means setting a few minutes aside each morning to contemplate the day ahead and remind ourselves of the Stoic virtues. We aim to embody wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It's about asking ourselves how we can apply these virtues in the day's activities. For example, how will I exhibit temperance in my eating habits? Or how can I practice courage in my workplace or personal challenges? This morning ritual sets a purposeful tone for the day, aligning our actions with our Stoic ideals. Throughout the day, practical Stoicism involves being mindful of our reactions to events and people. It's about observing our automatic responses and asking whether they align with Stoic principles. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of reacting with frustration or anger, we pause and consider a more measured Stoic response. This might mean taking a deep breath and recalling the Stoic view, that we can control our reactions, even if we can't control external events. This habit of pausing and choosing our response can transform our interactions and significantly reduce stress or in conflict in our lives. Another key aspect of practical Stoicism is dealing with negative emotions effectively. Stoicism teaches us that negative emotions are often the result of mistaken judgments or excessive attachments to things beyond our control. When we feel overwhelmed by negative emotions, it's helpful to step back and analyze their source. Are we upset because of something outside our control? Are we placing too much importance on external validation or material success? By questioning the roots of our emotions and aligning our expectations with Stoic principles, we can regain our composure and perspective. Practical Stoicism also extends to how we handle interpersonal relationships. Stoics emphasize the importance of justice and kindness. In dealing with others, this means practicing empathy, being fair in our judgments, and considering the common good in our decisions. It's about treating others with respect and understanding even when we disagree or when others do not treat us as we'd hope. By embodying these virtues in our relationships, we not only live more stoically, but also contribute to a more harmonious and supportive community in our pursuit of personal growth. Practical Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our day. Each evening, this isn't about harsh self-criticism, but about honest self-assessment. What did I do well today? Where could I have been more stoic? This practice of evening reflection helps solidify the day's lessons and prepares us to be even more virtuous and resilient. Tomorrow, it reinforces the Stoic commitment to continual improvement and helps us track our progress in living a Stoic life. Finally, practical Stoicism involves embracing challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. This means viewing obstacles not as impediments, but as chances to practice and strengthen our Stoic virtues. Whether it's a difficult project at work, a personal setback, or an unexpected change in plans, each challenge is a chance to apply Stoic wisdom and resilience. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, the Stoicism becomes not just a philosophy we read about, but a vibrant living guide. It influences how we think, how we react, how we relate to others, and how we understand the world. It's through practical Stoicism we don't just survive the vicissitudes of life. We thrive amidst them, finding deeper satisfaction and peace in our journey through life. As we close today's journey to the heart of Stoicism, remember that embracing this philosophy is about more than just understanding. It's about living each moment, each decision, and each challenge offers a new opportunity to practice resilience, wisdom, and virtue. By integrating Stoicism into our daily lives, we don't just change ourselves, we change our entire world, one thoughtful action at a time. Thank you for joining me today, and for being a part of the Stoic Journal community. If you're eager to dive deeper into the principles we discussed, or to explore more about how Stoicism can transform your life, please check out one of the suggested videos on your screen. Now together, let's continue to grow, reflect, and embrace the Stoic path to a more fulfilling and tranquil life.